Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about Xu Bing. He's a Chinese artist, um, born in 1995 in 1955 in Chongqing, China. He received his Bachelor of Arts in Printmaking from the Central Academy of Fine Arts in Beijing, and then received his MFA in 1987. Um, he did move to New York in 1990s and worked there for a while, then moved back to China in 2007. From that time, 2008 to 2014, he served as the vice president of the Central Academy of Fine Arts in Beijing. And then he currently works as a professor and is the acting director of the academic committee. And he travels, lives and works between Beijing and New York. He is most known for his large installation pieces. I'm not going to get into those today, but I did want to share a few of them just for reference, since that is what he's primarily known for. So this is Book from the Sky. It was made from 1987 to 1991. It's still traveling and exhibiting to this day. I couldn't find where it was right now or if it's even on display right now, but I just wanted to share that because that's more popularly known. And then this other piece, Well of Truth. This was made in 2004 and is currently located in Spain. I don't believe there's any intention of this piece traveling, just because of the structure. The piece was designed for this space. So I am going to get into some of Bing's performance work now, and I just wanted to let you all know that there's some weird animal stuff happening. I don't know if it's going to make anybody uncomfortable. This is a very common thing in this period for the Chinese avant-garde art movement, even though he was making and exhibiting most of these works in the United States. Just wanted to let everybody know. This first piece, kind of mild, is The Parrot, performed in 1994. It consisted of a parrot trained to say multiple phrases to an audience. It was kept in an empty gallery hall in a cage alone by itself. Audience members who would walk by would hear the parrot say, "You people are boring, modern art is crap, and why are you holding me prisoners, you bastards?" The intent of this piece is kind of obvious, is to mock the modern art world and the people who not buy into it, but you know what I mean. This next piece is where the warning is necessary. This is a case of transference. This piece took place between 1993 and 1994. It involves two pigs written on, one in Chinese and one in, I believe, is Pig Latin or Latin. It didn't say on his website, but that's what it looks like to me. Written on in ink in a open cage together. Audience members would witness the two pigs having sex. This piece comments on the devoid of human consciousness that animals have, which is kind of emphasized by them performing this primal act in front of an audience. On his website, Bing describes the reaction of this performance in his own words. "It was rather the audience members who found themselves in an embarrassing and awkward position. What ultimately was exposed was not any sense of discomfort or displacement on the part of the pigs, but the limitations and the inability to adapt of the human audience." And there's another picture from one of the performances of the pigs. There were more performances involving pigs. I don't know if there's any symbolic meaning for Xu Bing in that regard, but another warning for the next one. This is Cultural Animal. It was created as an extension of a case of transference. It was performed in 2002. The intention of this performance was to create a absurd and random drama, as well as observe the pig's reaction to the mannequin, which was documented as being aggressively sexual. And then this last piece that I'm going to talk about is more socially engaged. I wanted to talk about this because we've been talking a lot about socially engaged artwork in class before the whole quarantine happened. So this piece, A Consideration of Golden Apples, took place in 2002. This was sponsored by a company that was based in a province of China that it was known for its apples. So Xu Bing purchased 3 trucks worth of golden apples and handed them out to working people in Beijing. The banners on the trucks say, "Golden apples send warm greetings." The intention of this piece was to experience socialist consideration, and things were also known as compassion. Another part of this piece was that he was followed around by several cameramen who were broadcasting a live feed of the performance to an exhibition space where audience members could watch as this happened, watch as the apples were being handed out, kind of to create this experienced compassion on a large scale. And that is the performance art of Xu Bing. Thank you all for joining. Here's my works cited. His website's really interesting if you wanted to check it out. He has a lot of documentation of other installation pieces, photography, printmaking, so highly recommend checking it out. All right.